Hey YouTube, this is Tom at TM Aquatics, and I hope everyone is having a great day. A lot of people have been asking for an update on the L134 Leopard Frog Pleco Fry, and I will get over to those in just a second. But I have some other exciting news and things happening here in the fish room that I really want to talk about and share with everyone. If you can see this fish in that 1.5 inch square cave right there, that is my female L260 Queen Arabesque Pleco. She's a wild-caught specimen from Freshwater Exotics in Franklin, Wisconsin. And I've had her for about 9 months or so. And in this dark brown oval cave on the right is a young male that I picked up from one of my LFSs about a month and a half ago. And I'm not sure if he's wild-caught or not. They told me that they were wild-caught plecos, but not 100% certain about that. But regardless, beautiful, beautiful looking little male in this 1.5 inch D cave over here. To my surprise, over this past weekend, they had their first spawn. Now I want you to take note at how big or how small this female is. I don't think she's even 2.5 inches, definitely not 2 3/4 inches. Now, L260s are pretty small to begin with, reaching about a maximum size of 3.5 to 4 inches. But she's a very small, petite little girl, and the male, he's not much bigger than her. So never in my wildest dreams did I expect them to be spawning anytime soon. I figured they were a good 9 months out at least. But anyways, in this D cave, that dark brown chocolate cave there, he is in there fanning away at about what I estimate to be anywhere from 8 to 12 eggs. Not a huge spawn, but you know, she's not a really big fish. And from what I've read, the average spawn size on these Queen Arabesque is around 20. So to get 8 to 12 out of such a small female, I'm good with that. You can see one of the L264 Sultan Plecos hanging out down there. I have 6 of those in this tank as well. They'll be moving into a 75 gallon here real shortly. But anyways, just really super excited to have my first spawn out of the L260s. They are a high pancistrus. They are a carnivorous type fish, so a lot of meaty proteins in their food, and they do like their tank temps on the warmer side. I keep this tank right now, I believe it's 81 degrees is where it's dialed in at this point. But let's go over and check out the L134s. Okay, and here is the L134 Leopard Frog Pleco tank, and you can see I only have one breeder box remaining on the tank. The other 2 have been removed, and I have moved all of the fry that were in those 2 breeder boxes over here into one of the 20 longs over here on the small fry rack. So I do want to share a couple of things with you though. If you look down in this red cave center frame, you can see that male's tail right there. Not over here, but this one right there where the flashlight is flashing or shining. He has a female trapped in there, and he's had her in there for a couple of days now. This male is the dominant male in the tank, and that is the one that has been getting all of the spawns with the females, with one exception. This male here in that square chocolate cave, he had 1 spawn. And he actually had the largest spawn where I ended up with 30. Lost a few in the tumbling process, and I think there's 27 remaining from his spawn. This guy over here, the 2 spawns I've had from him resulted in 3 and then 11. So only 14 total out of 2 spawns. But all 3 of my successful L134 spawns took place around New Year's. Since then, I have had 3 more spawns in this tank, all with this male over in the red cave. Sadly, he has eaten all of the eggs each time, which is really disappointing and unfortunate. So my initial thoughts, I reached out to a couple of guys that breed an awful lot of plecos and know a lot more about plecos than I do, and mentioned my dilemma here with this male eating all of the eggs all of a sudden. My initial reaction or thought was to remove him and force the females over to this male here, but they both suggested I do the complete opposite. They suggested that since he's already spawning with all the females, they're all getting used to mating and spawning with him, that I should pull this male because he might be stressing this male out and forcing him to eat the eggs. So I do have some new fish coming in this weekend. I'm going to be shuffling some things around. I may end up moving this male, and I'll pull a couple random females and drop a trio into a 40 breeder. And we'll see if we have any more success. But that's kind of the game plan at this moment. But anyway, so up here in the breeder box, or the fry box, there are 10 of them up here. And these came from that male down in the red cave. There were 11. I did lose one. Not quite sure why and what happened. But they're getting pretty nice size. They're probably about an inch long. But they are looking fantastic and doing really, really good. So they're about ready to be moved into the 20 long grow out tank with the rest of them. So let's head over there. All right, so not going to be able to see a lot. All of these fish, there are 30 L134 plecos in here, but they are all hiding behind the 2 sponge filters. But the ones that are in here, they're probably an 1 1/8 to an 1 1/4. But they are doing really good. And I'm really happy with their development and how big they've gotten, how they're all eating, and haven't had any issues at all with these fish. Been feeding rapashi, live baby brine shrimp, and then I've also been dropping in a lot of different pellets, fluval pleco pellets, or pleco sticks, bloodworm pellets, or bloodworm sticks rather, brine shrimp sticks, earthworm sticks, and blackworm sticks. And that's been their diet. But they're doing really good. I wish they were out and about a little bit more, but you know, they feel a little safer and more comfortable when the lights are on to hang out back here by the sponge filters. That's okay. I'm not going to move the sponge filter. I don't need to stress them out, but you get an idea how nice they're looking and how big they're getting. So, but right now there's 30 of them up here and another 10 here. And this male's back on trapping a female, and fingers are crossed that we have a successful spawn again. But anyways, I do want to point out that I do have some fish coming in for this top tank, and I believe I posted it on Instagram. So when you're done watching this video, I ask that you watch another one of my videos, and then when you're done with that, go check out my Instagram page at TM Aquatics, and you can find out what fish I'm getting for this top tank here. They've been ordered and paid for. They'll be coming in Saturday morning on Delta Air Cargo. So I have to get up nice and early on Saturday, head to the airport, pick up those fish. I'll definitely be doing an unboxing video. But up in this tank, they will be joined by the L264s down here. I'll probably leave the L260s in this tank, move the 6 L264s up here into that tank with the new fish that I'm getting this weekend. The L397s, ever since I moved them into this new 75-gallon tank, they are looking fantastic. They have colored up so nicely. They've gotten so black, and their oranges have gotten so orange. Glass is a little dirty, so it might be a little cloudy, but anyways, they are looking fantastic. And I am super excited about these fish, and I think this is the pleco in my fish room that I want to spawn more than any other pleco yet to spawn, including my zebra plecos. I think I'm more excited to spawn these than the zebras, only because these are harder to find than zebra plecos. I have a hard time finding anybody selling L397s, but I can find all kinds of people selling L46 zebras. Lots of ocellatus fry as always. Check that out. It's crazy. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Just a real short one on the L134 leopard frog pleco fry. Also wanted to share the exciting news with the young pair of L260 Queen Arabesque and their first spawns. So hopefully we get some fry out of that. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and then hit that notification bell. So when I drop a video showing those L260 fry and hopefully another successful spawn here, you'll get notification of that video. And then if you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them down below. Hit the like button on your way out. And as always, folks, until the next one, thanks for taking time to watch one of my videos, and we'll catch you later.